So now we have to understand that what is the initial measurement of financial asset. And as we have discussed and we are familiar with that of the financial asset, that what is financial asset, and we know that financial asset is basically the things like cash, receivables, or loans or investment that represent a value for a business, and they are basically right of future money, right? For example, let's say you have a friend and you just lend, let's say 1,000 or you may say 10,000 to your friend. That is a loan, and that loan is your financial asset because you are expecting to receive that amount. So it means that you expect repayment. That is why it's your financial asset, right? Now we have to discuss about initial measurement, and after that we will discuss that how you'll measure it subsequently. Okay, let me use this. Fine, it's working. So this is all about the initial measurement, right? So when you first regard financial asset, you measure it at fair value. And this is usually a transaction price. So fair value is usually a transaction price. Now, if it is not classified, if this financial asset is not classified, as a fair value through profit or loss, then you also add transaction cost, this transaction cost with their fair value. And if it's classified, then that will not be a part of that. Okay, it will be separately represented. So I will discuss this later. But you have to understand that what is transaction price. So transaction price is, transaction cost is actually the incremental cost. You see here, this is the incremental cost that directly attributable, that directly, I think there's a problem. Disposal of financial asset or financial liability. So this cost is basically the incremental cost, and that is directly linked with the acquisition, issues, or disposal of the financial asset. So when you have transaction costs and you are not recognizing the financial asset with fair value to profit and loss, then that will be a part and that will be added, right? And that it would be like a piece, it's a commission and so on like that. Okay. Now here we have a point, and that is your trade receivable. If you see here, on initial recognition, financial asset except trade receivable or measured at fair value, and its financial asset is, if financial asset is not classified, is it fair value to profit and loss? So any directly attributable transaction costs are added to the initial measurement, right? And why trade receivable are not measured at is not considered and is exception to be a part of this initial recognition. The reason is, if you see here down, that trade receivables do not have major financing element or in a measure at their transaction price, which means that trade receivable are measured at transaction price. And this is you will study under IFRS 15. Okay. So what we have understand till now, we understand two things. The first one, we have understand the what is financial asset. Then we have understand that what is transaction cost and when it will be a part or added to that initial measurement. So when the financial asset is not measured, not classified to fair value to profit and loss, then it will be a part of the initial measurement. Right, we have an example. If you see here, this is an example, and this example, an entity purchased financial asset, and the asset value is this one, which is classified as a financial asset, a fair value through other comprehensive income, which means that it is not classified to fair value through profit or loss, but it is classified at fair value through other comprehensive income. And transaction cost, here we have anchored this amount on the purchase. So this example explains that you buy an asset for $1,000 and pay $20 in a transaction cost. So if classified, this is fair value through profit. This is classified to fair value to other comprehensive income, which means that you have to add this 20 to that 1,000, and that will be your this initial recognition amount. This is the asset will be recorded at 1,020. But if classified as fair value through profit and loss, then what you will do, you will record 1,000, this one asset, and expense separately 20 dollar. Okay, so this is all about the initial measurement which we have understand very clearly. Let me repeat it again. What we have understand here, that if let me write it here so it will be more easy. Okay, we have understand that when financial asset, this is your financial asset, this is the financial asset. So when you first regard this financial asset, then you measure it fair value. And this fair value is usually the transaction price. We have also discussed that there is a transaction cost, and this is the incremental cost. This is the incremental cost, and this is related to the acquisition, the issue, or disposal of the financial asset or financial liability, right? So what we have understand here, that if the financial asset, if this financial asset, okay, this financial asset is classified as fair value through profit or loss, then what you will do, you will regard the financial asset with that amount, and then you'll separately expense the transaction cost. If this financial asset is regarded, initially regarded fair value through other comprehensive income, then this financial asset initial cost will include the transaction cost. So 1000 plus 20, and that will be your 120. And here your 1000, here you will be 20, right? And we have also discussed that trade receivable or measure, at the transaction price, and that is under IFRS 15. Okay, now let's move on to the another subsequent measurement topic, right? Okay, here we have a subsequent measurement, that how you will subsequently measure the financial asset. Let me remove this whole thing.